That's pretty loud. Well, this might be a little loud for some. What's up, JDM crew? John here from JDM EXPO with another inventory video. And that sweet sound that you're hearing is a 1JZ. And this is a conversion because a lot of Mark IIs, I don't remember if any ever actually did come in manual. It's usually conversions that I run into. But yeah, Toyota Mark II, really very comfortable, very nice. But when it's opened up like this one, very loud. A lot of the modified 1JZs and 2JZs are very loud. And this is no exception. Alright, well, while I navigate this little bit of traffic here, we've got like several lights in a row on this highway. My timing is really bad, or probably just because it's a Friday. A lot of deliveries. Wednesdays and Fridays are pretty busy here, kind of like in the States. A lot of that delivery traffic, logistics, you know. Well, yeah, this Mark II exterior is pretty decent overall. It has been touched up here and there. A little bit faded on the clear coat, but they did touch that up, so front lip was repainted because it had a number of chips, so they fixed that, which is nice. But the kit is very low on this, so definitely before shipment we will be lifting it. A number of our lowered cars we do that. And this one is extra low. Actually, the last couple of Mark IIs we've had, kit or no kit, they've all been pretty low. And when I do the walk around outside, you guys will see that. Interior is mostly stock. We've got a little bit of a split here. Okay, maybe not that little, but yeah, it's like, say like 10 centimeters on the dash. Center console, they removed their stereo system from whatever the previous owner had. And a couple of cracks on the center console, but like altogether it is intact. Something you'd probably want to customize or replace however you see fit. But we do have a number of electronics. We do have the HKS, it's EVC. We do have, I think that's a Greddy turbo timer. Oh, sorry, that's Blitz. Yeah, and we do have a Greddy kit right here. If you guys are wondering what the heck that is, well, the suspension is adjustable on the dampening, so that's the little remote controller from Greddy. There we go, it's opened up a little bit over here. Yeah, the interior is mostly stock. We've got a moonroof right here, stock seats, mostly. The one that I'm sitting in is a little bit worn. It's an aftermarket seat. And yeah, just a little bit of wear where you would expect, you know, where you get in and out. A lot of modifications to the exhaust there. You can definitely hear it. A little bit of droning, but I mean, the Mark IIs are known for this sort of sound. Also the chasers, which are really awesome. We do have a boost gauge right here, ATC steering wheel. And one other thing we do have is shift knob and the little button here for drift control, essentially, so that whenever you just pull the e-brake, it kind of keeps it down so that you don't lock it. Basically, a lot of this stuff is set up for drift. I believe that there's a 2-way or 1.5-way LSD. I can definitely tell there's an LSD. I'm not sure which one it is exactly. Like whenever I turn, you definitely feel a little bit of that. And as you can hear, it rips right through the RPM, and this one's a little bit more stock, so I still have a little bit of traction on the high end. I usually mention to you guys in the other Chaser videos, as well as the RB25 and 20 videos, it's just these engines really are rev happy, and sometimes it's a little bit harder to keep traction on the high end unless you have some other modifications or wider tires, stuff like that. Things to support the higher power, but it's usually at the high end it peaks a little too much, and but that's actually good for drift. If you guys are looking to rip it sideways and break traction, it's a lot easier. But for daily driving, I know maybe some of you guys get a little bit more spirited. Well, you got to make sure to anticipate that kick. So yeah, this one, not too bad on that one, but we do have a little bit wider tires on this one, but not enough to make a huge difference with that. So overall, really nice and smooth. But yeah, the LSD really keeps the power going down. Well, we're almost to the warehouse here, so let me show you guys around. Alrighty, so here we are on the interior. You can see carpets are all right. Chairs are looking good. And here along the dash, you can see a little bit towards the back there, a little crack on there. I'll try to get another angle, but that's it though. The rest of it is fine. You know, a bit of that heat over the years. And here's the center console area. As you can see, removed audio system. They probably had a Navi system there and kept it probably for their next project or sold it or whatever. And we got the aftermarket shift knob and the little drift button there. So yeah, if you wanted to have the handbrake there, this keeps it down so that you can actually use it in drift. And we got this ATC steering wheel, non-removable, so it's just bolted on there normally. And we've got this boost gauge. It does work. It's right in the center. No LEDs or light up or anything crazy like that. It's just pretty standard. And of course, here's the mileage there. We got about 154, so under 100,000 miles. For a 1JZ, that's absolutely nothing, so pretty good overall. And I'll just step out of here for a second so you guys can see. So the seats are mismatched. We've got a Recaro on the driver's seat, a little bit worn on the getting in and out. We could probably put a patch on that, or you could take it as is. Still holds really well because the padding is still there, but it's just the wear from all that, so pretty good. It still fits fine. And here's the carpets, as you can see. They put an extra one on there on top. Door panels, a little bit of wear, but all right. And you can see here in the back the fluffy Mark II carpets. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, the front is just a little bit worn. It's not new edition or anything like that. Some cars that we've had have had additional carpets or mats put in, but this one, it's original. You see the seats are good and no sag in the headliner there. You can also see the moonroof and everything, which isn't leaking, by the way, so that's good. Alrighty, so just give a little walk around before I get into the engine bay. And this suspension is adjustable. It's a coilover setup, so we'll probably be lifting it like I mentioned before shipment, because you don't want to mess up the bumper or side skirts or anything. The front lip here being nice and low as it is. And yeah, we do have just minor cracks, a little bit of that spider web due to the urethane, but overall, yeah, the paint's original, so just some clear coat wear. So I'm probably going to try to polish this up a little bit more with a little bit of wax, but that's where you can kind of see just a minor fade, but the paint underneath is still okay. But it's just something to be aware of due to the age of the vehicle. And just been sitting outside all these years. So overall, yeah, you could see it's clear coat. The paint is alright, it's just mainly the clear coat, and of course along the bumpers some chips and stuff. But overall, real stylish. Rims are good, and I think these are 225s. Let me double check. Oh, 235s, huh? You can kind of see there. I think that's 235s all around. I think they were the same front and back. Yep, 235, 35, 19s. Wouldn't quite recommend 19s in some countries, depending on the roads, but you know. And usually wouldn't go more than 17 or 18 in some places, but here in Japan you can kind of get away with that with some of the nice roads here. So let's jump in to the engine bay. Alrighty, and here we go. We got that beautiful 1JZ, and we do have some Greddy plumbing. I believe the front mount intercooler is also Greddy, but I have to check with the sales team. I am not sure about the info, but definitely the plumbing is. And so 1JZ's having some better plumbing really helps, since yeah, these are pretty quick spooling. And so getting as much flow as possible through there is very helpful, especially for that response. You can also see here for that Greddy controller, all along the, basically on all 4 points, front and back. They got this remote controller, which was the one that I pointed right there, by the way. So that one right on the dash. You can raise or lower the dampening force as you see fit, so very handy. And as you can see, there aren't too many mods on here, nothing too crazy. They do have some of the sensors and the, see, for the boost controller here, got some of the tubings. And of course, we do have this air filter, and we had the intercooler, so yeah, just nothing too crazy on the mods. The exhaust though is opened up wide open, so that turbo spools up a lot faster, and it's quite noisy, as you guys heard earlier. So cooling looks to be OEM with a, I think that's a slightly higher pressure radiator cap, so kind of keeps everything good. They made a little makeshift bracket here for this because there's no other support there. Still nice and warm. But yeah, other than that, it's, the rest is original. So there we go. And oh, for you guys looking for some numbers, boom, we got that right there. You can see the JZX90 and the little ID plate there with additional info. As you can see, 2.5 liter at 2491 cc. Well, there you have it, folks. Another beautiful Mark II. Plenty of mods, so if you're looking for something original, we could probably look that up for you. Just contact our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com, or hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All those DMs will go to our sales team. But for this one's got plenty of mods there. It's already got the transmission swap, so you've got manual, and the clutch and everything feels really good. Definitely feels like it's original, so definitely they did that real well. LSD's a little bit rough though. For some of you guys that just want a basic swap, this might be a little bit too rough for you, but basically the only time you ever really notice is whenever you take a turn, or if you gun it, you're gonna feel that lock up. The LSDs are doing what they're supposed to do, and you'll be getting both wheels spinning at the same rate, so you'll be able to kick that sideways. For you drifters out there, this is definitely ready to go. A couple of the response mods, you know, we've got a little bit, you know, better power with the intercooler and that intake, and of course nearly straight piped very loud, very fast. So you get that quick spool on the turbo. Nice. So pretty much, yeah, if you're looking for more original, definitely talk with our sales guys. If you're looking for some mods, this thing's ready to go, and it's a lot of fun, definitely. The suspension, as I was mentioning before, for coilovers, it's not too rough. And even though the 19s, definitely based on the conditions of the roads wherever you live, you might want to consider that because it's 19s. Also mention it to our sales guys if you're looking for like 17s or 18s. We can swap those out for you as well. So as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Hope you like this, and check out our other videos if you're looking for something else. And yeah, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.